all of them. They're so cute. So we had another unfortunate situation happen with our lambs. Hi. Oh, I can't wait till you give birth. That's my favorite ewe right there. So excited. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You're just so precious. This little guy hangs out with the dogs more than he does with the sheep. Sometimes the dogs will come up near the house and take a nap, and this guy likes to nap with them. You think you're a puppy dog? I don't think you can guard all the other sheep. I don't think it works like that. Alright, well, we have this situation over here. I'm pinning these two little ewe lambs. Hi, sweet girls. Y'all want another bottle? They have a little bit of warmth on their face, but these two little lambs, we had to get their mama euthanized. She started losing body condition. We were keeping an eye on her, and then all of a sudden I noticed she had a little tumor on the base of her neck, and that is indicative of a bacterial infection called CL. And if that abscess on her neck were to burst open, it would transmit to all of our other sheep, and that can be a very deadly pathogen. So sadly, we had to scoop her up and haul her off to get her euthanized off site. I hate having to do that, and I hate having to bottle feed more babies. These babies are about, 5 weeks old? But I'm teaching them to bottle feed at this age, which is not easy, but they figured it out, and we're friends now. Right? We're good friends. Everybody's friendly. Yes, both of you. You didn't want to be my friend at first. You were fine with me pretty quickly. So, no fun. This has not been an exciting situation. So, that ewe, their mama, came from the same group of ewes that baby's mama came from. So it looks like they sold us a few ewes that were not in good shape. There's the two little bitty girls. Let me show you their mama with the wonky udder. Where is she? There she is. There's one with the weird udder. Only one of them works. Super lopsided. So as far as, this ewe right here, as well as the one who had the mastitis, we are going to slaughter them. And since they're older ewes, I'm not sure exactly what we'll do with them. First of all, I am going to get them tested for that CL. If they test negative for that, then I may slaughter them for our own eating. I'm not sure. I may slaughter them to feed them to the dogs. Not sure exactly what we're going to do with them, since they're older ewes. We'll see. Well, hello. And there's my little shadow. Hi, Maple. This week is going to be a big cleanup week. We've just been amassing some junk, because that's just what happens on a farm. So stuff like this chair that's just been hanging out here. This chair used to look nice, and it used to sit here with that chair, and we had a little seating area out here. But, well, we've had the sheep up in the yard as we've been allowing our pasture to grow out a little. And the sheep just decimate it. Those chairs, we just need to throw them out. this has been sitting here, this dog kennel, for a while. I don't know why, it's just been sitting here. So things like that, just getting things nice and organized and looking pretty around here, even though the grass is dead and it's winter and we've been through a drought all year. Same thing with this porch. And here's Maple's pool. It's decimated. That needs to go to the trash, of course. Here's these two girls. Hi, baby. Hi, Bobby Joe. You pregnant? You got your pregnant belly? She hasn't really popped just yet. I think it's pretty safe to assume that you're pregnant. Right? You're gonna have some babies. So, I thought I'd take a little bit of time today to kind of go over a little bit of personality traits of some of the animals we have around here. I'm not going to go through all of them because, you know, we've got a bunch of cows, a bunch of sheep. I mean, most of the sheep aren't really friendly anyhow, so no point in going through personalities on that. They're just flighty. But I guess we could start with you. I mean, sheep are not generally full of personality, but this guy's he's a sweet little boy. He just is. He likes hanging around the dogs. His mama still cares for him, and she gets upset when he comes over here, but he don't care. He doesn't hang around mama so much because, well, she doesn't give you any milk now, does she? I'm the milk lady. All right, Bobby Joe, Mrs. Bobby Joe. This girl is our best guardian. I mean, this girl is just on point, doing her job. That's just what you do. You were born to do your job, weren't you? Bobby Joe tends to be the one of the group that spends more time further out. She doesn't do full-on rounds around the entire property, but she stays further out as kind of the lookout, and she alerts very quickly to anything suspicious. She calls in the backup, which is of course Lady Bird and Duke. Bobby Joe is also our most cuddly puppy. Yeah, she is such a cuddly girl. I call her a puppy. She's obviously not. But she's really aloof most of the time. She won't come up to the house and, you know, hang out with you. She won't go out of her way to be social with you. But when you do sit down with her and give her a little bit of attention, my gosh, this girl will just melt into you. I mean, sometimes she'll force her way into your lap and just kind of curl up in your lap. She is definitely our most cuddly puppy. Cuddly dog, excuse me. She's also picky. She's our most picky eater. She's also the slowest eater of them all. Our other dogs will just scarf down their food, and Bobby Joe just takes her sweet time, savoring each and every little bite. And if she doesn't like a particular food that we're feeding her, then, well, she just won't eat it. You're kind of a snob like that, aren't you? Yes, you're a snob. When it comes to Lady Bird over here, I would say that Lady Bird is our smartest dog. She's the most intelligent one. Now, she's not as intensely dedicated to her job as Bobby Joe, and that's not to say that she's not good at her job. I mean, Lady Bird's an excellent guardian. It's just nobody is as dedicated as Bobby Joe. Nobody in the world. This girl's just into it. Anyhow, so Lady Bird, I would say, is definitely our most intelligent dog. It's funny, when it comes to the rules, you know, we set the rules. There's certain things you're allowed to do or not allowed to do, and we set a lot of our rules around things like food you know, so they know their pecking order in terms of food. And Miss Ladybird knows all the rules, and she enforces them for me. And sometimes I have to tell her to stop, but you know, sometimes Duke will get done with his food real quick, and then he'll kind of have his eye on Bobby Joe's food because she takes so long to eat. And Ladybird will guard Bobby Joe's food so that Bobby Joe can eat. Because she knows that Duke's not allowed to do that. Ladybird is also enamored with babies. I mean, all the dogs will be especially kind of on deck when babies arrive, but Ladybird just, you'll find her off in some scrub somewhere cuddling up with a baby sometimes. Pretty cute. Ladybird is a very big girl, and it's impressive when she gets running how fast she is. I mean, she just has such a huge stride. Look at this. Like I said, she gets in your lap. You want to be a lap puppy. So funny. Most of the time she doesn't want anything to do with you. She's too busy working. But when she wants love, it's intense. Now there's Duke all the way out there. And Duke, he is not the smartest guy. I would say when it comes to intelligence, he has the least amount of intelligence. He's a big lug, a big brute. And I guess, you know, you don't really have to be particularly intelligent to do your job, to do the job that he's supposed to do. You just have to be a brute. And that he is. He is definitely a brute. I think Duke could take out almost any enemy. I mean, he's such a sweet boy, but when it's go time, when it's time for him to kick in and be a guardian, he is a fierce guy. He definitely is. He's just pretty derpy. One thing that's derpy and cute and also annoying about him is anytime you try to kneel down and get on the level of some other animal, whether it's Maple or Baby or one of the other dogs, Duke just comes right up into your face. I mean, he just wants to be 2 inches from your face. And it's cute and sweet, except for all the slobber. And that's not cute. Look at you. You're just so in love. Such a sweet girl. Duke, I would say his only really big flaw is that when I leave and I drive down the road, he loves to chase the car. And once he chases me down the street, he never goes past our neighbor's mailbox. He gets typically about halfway there, and then he just turns right around and goes home. That's his only thing that he does that I wish he wouldn't do. And he only does it to me. He doesn't do it to Matt or anything else. I've seen him do it to a few friends of ours who have come over, but he mostly does it to me. I'm trying to figure out a way to get him to stop that. That's something he's always done. Now, we didn't have Duke from a baby. We got him when he was probably a little less than a year old. And he just always did that. And he gets so excited about it. I mean, he gets pumped up when you get in the car because he knows it's time to race. There's Miss Maple. Sassy little girl. That girl definitely wants to be an only child. She hasn't been too happy about Baby. Because, of course, she wants to be an only child. She doesn't like somebody else in the house getting attention too much. Or getting fed. She's getting over it, though. Maple's a sweetie pie. She can be a very cuddly little girl. She loves to lay down and suckle on your hand like she's a little baby pig. I think she's starting to get over that a little bit. She's starting to grow out of it, but one of her favorite pastimes, besides eating, of course. And then here's little baby hanging out with the dogs instead of the sheep. You gonna be a guardian sheep? Is that the plan? He's a sweet boy. I might keep him as a wether. I'm definitely not going to be keeping him as breeding stock. He's had some problems lately. I'm not convinced he ever got any colostrum. I've been bottle feeding him from day one, but he's also been kept out here with his mother as well, because I want him to be raised by his mama and with the other sheep, so I don't have to pin him up or anything like that. He just comes and gets a bottle every so often. But his digestive system is not doing too great. And it's probably because of the fact that he's just never had mama's milk. And if he had mama's colostrum, he had very little. But I'm almost convinced he didn't have any. So it's always touch and go with babies like that. I mean, they just don't have the immune system that another baby would have. He just doesn't have that benefit. But so he's had some scours, he's had some bloody scours. I've been doing a few different things to see kind of what works, because you never exactly know what it is. I think he's starting to improve a little bit. I've changed up the milk that I've had him on to something that maybe a little bit better quality. So we'll see how it goes. Guess who loves sweet potatoes? Oh yes, she had sweet potatoes for the first time last night, and it blew her mind. My little Christmas piggy. I just brought this little girl inside for a minute. Her mama is the one that has only half of an udder that works. She was standing out in the front yard by herself, crying. She's the smaller of the two. So I brought her in, gave her a bottle, I'm letting her warm up on my lap. And Cat, who's our farm cat, he just cuddled right up. Didn't look very comfortable.